to Left Footers, the Unlikely Five-a-Side podcast. I am Jason Stampe.
And I am Aaron J.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, baby.
Welcome. Look at us matching my green. Sort of.
I think it's just the lights.
What are you wearing? Blue?
Blue, yeah. Navy blue.
Oh, don't steal it, mate. I thought we'd gone all posh and becks. If you've not watched us before, listened to us before, shame on you. But the whole premise of this is we pick the unlikely five-a-side teams to pit against each other. And when we say unlikely, we mean
the most random footballers we can think of.
Exactly.
There's no stars here. There's no medal winners. Well, there's some medal winners if you can count the LDV Vans Trophy and the Carabao Cup, but they don't count.
It's a day out at Wembley or whatever whatever stadium they let them use that day that didn't have a Beyonce concert in it.
Park.
Everyone loves Villa Park. Don't worry about it. So we have done Premier League players up till now in their various forms, but today we have gone different. We've gone with a different category. We have gone Championship.
We've gone for the Championship.
So this is going to be even more sketchy than the usual episodes because I think you're going to know all these players in depth because you like to prove yourself as a grassroots football fan.
It's hardly grassroots, is it? The second tier.
Well, it kind of is, and
that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Yeah, one followed by many, particularly in the world of sponsors.
Fair enough.
Hence the drop off in prize money. But obviously, other than the playoffs, when it becomes interesting. Nice day in the pub for a playoff final. Everybody's up for that. Other than that, it's kind of second-hand knowledge, I reckon, for me. So I think this should be a tap-in for you. This should be yours. You should be a flat-track bully today. This should be your game.
Okay, right. We'll kick it off. Do you want to go with your goalkeeper?
I do.
Okay.
I have gone. I haven't seen your team, so we could have clashes there. I have gone with. So I based my knowledge is limited. So I've gone with the players pretty much that have made the most appearances in the Championship, so solidifying themselves as Championship players.
Okay.
Not they had a loan spell there for 4 games or whatever, but they were there. You look nervous because I think you probably picked the same goalkeeper. So I have gone with Lee Camp.
Good pick.
Yeah?
Yeah. Good goalkeeper.
Good goalkeeper, apparently.
Yeah, allegedly.
According to this. So I didn't realise. So he's a name I've seen around. I couldn't have told you anything, but he's had 9 clubs. And
that says it all.
Yeah. But he's the top Championship appearance maker in the history of the Championship with 524 appearances.
That's incredible, isn't it? What a way to make your money.
Talk about finding your level. You can just stay there. He's had a good season. Yeah, but we don't let. He just stays here.
Oh, you've been promoted with Lee Camp in goal. Do you want to keep him?
No. I don't think that's a sentence that's ever been said, is it? I don't know. I'm just trying to work out the teams he played for, and I came with as we all know, born on August 22nd, 1984, Northern Ireland, obviously, and commonly known fact, 1.83 metres tall. And
you go for his Hinge profile.
Yeah, he likes dog walks and a bit of BDSM. So for someone who has to rely on his arms, he likes them tied up a lot, apparently. So I don't know how
keep the gloves on.
The other thing I realised where my shortfall comes is that it didn't actually put the names of the clubs. It was the badges that were really small as well. So
let's have a look.
Figured out that he was at Birmingham, Sunderland,
Derby. He was at Derby, wasn't he?
I thought Derby, but apparently only made 3 appearances for Derby. Forest he was. Yeah, he had 4 years at Derby. 4 years at Forest.
Do you reckon is he exclusively played in the Midlands?
Maybe it was loan, actually. So he started off at Derby, then he had 3 appearances for Norwich. I'm guessing that was a loan. QPR, Derby again. QPR.
He went to Norwich.
Forest. Someone else with a small badge. Yeah. Who do you reckon?
That's Bury.
Yeah, obviously. I was just about to say that. I don't recognise them anymore because they went under. So they
can't pay their way. They
can't pay their way. They're not getting a shout out on this podcast. Talking about not paying your way, we'd like to thank Town and Gown for letting us use this beautiful venue again
for free.
For free. Thank you very much. Looks like a
I might put a little town and gown graphic when you say that. Yeah. I haven't been doing that, but I probably should.
Who's that?
Rotherham.
So Bournemouth, Rotherham, Sunderland, Birmingham, and it looks like he finished up at Coventry but didn't make an appearance. So I don't know if that was a coaching role, but out of those 500 some odd appearances, I'm going to throw my neck on the line and go, some of them were good.
I'm going to hazard a guess that some of them were good.
Some of them were good. You know, fool me once, but not the other 539 times or whatever it was. So, but that is quite the achievement for someone I know the name of but couldn't tell you anything about him, other than he's 1.83 metres tall.
Okay, I've gone for a slightly different change of pace. This player has played in the Premier League for a notable Premier League club, but they spent a lot of time in the Championship. Ooh. Most notably for Birmingham City, and I've gone for Thomas Kuszcack.
I loved a bit of old Kuszcack, Man United keeper.
Yeah, Man U, from West Brom, yeah. And then he joined Birmingham City. In addition to his football career, he was a DJ.
Where was he from?
Poland.
He was Polish. I don't know what is the Polish for the buffet is ready.
Do you think that was it? You don't think he was doing like nightclubs? You think he was doing like kids' parties and proms?
Yeah, probably, yeah. I think if... I don't know what he was doing, to be honest, because I didn't realise... I knew he was at Birmingham, but it's kind of one of them players that you sort of forget about, really. Like, just
what twist that would be? You're 16, you're at your prom, you're enjoying yourself, probably nervous, might want to kiss a girl for the first time, and then all of a sudden you're going... Is that Thomas Kuszcack behind the decks?
Was Lee Camp busy? It's something about footballers and DJing and stuff. I think it's just they go to Ibiza, someone recognises them, and they let them stand behind the decks for a minute, and then to me, oh my fucking, that is DJing, isn't it?
I imagine they've got a lot of disposable income where they can afford all of the equipment, and that's it.
All of the equipment, yeah. Some speakers and a fucking iPhone and hit shuffle. Like, I'm not having this DJ thing.
Okay, fair enough. I think
I barely acknowledge him as a goalkeeper at Birmingham, let alone as a fucking DJ. I mean, he was barely.
Well, you're a Man United fan as well.
Yeah, but he weren't really a player for us. He was just there. He was kind of like, oh, it's the FA Cup third round. There's Thomas. He's had to cancel that bar mitzvah he was doing at lunch. Here he is. But I would say, yeah, stick to goalkeeping.
Sorry, I can't do your 16th. I've got to play in the I've got to play in the Carling Cup.
Got to play in the Carling Cup, yeah, which we will go out, so I will be available for your sisters in a couple of weeks. Yeah, it'll be fine. But yeah, no, DJ, don't fucking go. That's not an achievement, is it? It's just pressing play. I press play on music on the way over here in the car. I'm not a fucking DJ.
I don't know. It depends what you're playing.
Not with a DJ, they just play what. There's this whole thing where they're like, oh, can you feel the crowd? Yeah, no, they just fucked off, so you played something else. It's not a skill. It's not, you didn't write the music. Did you write the music? You're a karaoke person who doesn't sing.
I didn't know you felt so strongly about DJs.
I remember, I know a guy, when I met him years and years ago, it was long before I started comedy, just in a day job, and he came up to me, and this is how it works, I think, in the handful of experiences I've had with DJs I've met. I work with him in this place, and he's like, do you recognise me? I was like, yeah, no, I saw you in a canteen earlier. He's like, no, not from here, from before here. I was like, no, where? He's like, Junction? I was like, what? He's like, I'm a DJ. He's like, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, don't recognise me. I mean, why would I? What did you play? And he was like, and he was telling me, and his name was
Come On Eileen. I played.
Oh no, mate, no. It would have been like I think it would have been like a house and trance kind of thing. So, yeah. And his name was DJ Gravy, which is what I seemed like. What's that on that girl's lips? It's the DJ Gravy. Look, I don't know. I'm. That's the bit I don't get.
We are 9 minutes in, and I've already been disgusted twice.
Haven't talked about the size of any player's cocks today, though. So,
tall guy, though, Thomas Kuszcack.
Thomas Kuszcack, yeah. But, yeah, so he's not a DJ, because it's not a thing, but he is a goalie.
Okay. Defender?
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to do that as well, aren't I have got one. Where did I do it?
We're so professional.
You say we, you know it's me. It's because I had a screenshot for stuff for my actual job. There we go. Oh, yeah. I've got ya. Keogh.
Richard Keogh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went with him because...
Bought him a drink once.
Yeah, well, turned into a big problem.
No, this was after.
Oh, I thought
he was at Ipswich
was it
last
that
year.
ended his career?
No. That was Tom Lawrence.
So he has made, where are we? Again, obviously, the Richard Keogh. So 457 appearances in the Championship.
That's great.
Yeah, and given he had a bit of time off.
Yeah, but that was at the end of his career.
He was playing when he had a bit of time off, though, wasn't he? He got himself injured.
Yeah, he got himself injured at Derby. Then he went to Ipswich. Now he's at Wycombe.
The thing was, how old was he then? Like, he was 30s, weren't he, when that happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I like was him and two other players, weren't it?
Yeah, Tom Lawrence and Mason Bennett.
Yeah, so what I like about Derby...
You're impressed, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. What I liked about Derby is that they took a moral standpoint here and they fired the
rubbish one.
Fired the one that wasn't an asset. Honestly, we're so angry with you, and just because you've got no resale value, we're going to make an example of you.
And you know what? We're so angry with you that you weren't driving the car. You're gone. He weren't even driving.
457 appearances. Should have known better.
He was in the back.
Was he in the back?
He weren't even driving, mate.
Yeah, fucking hell. That's, fair play. Good, yeah, nice one, Derby. At least good things are happening for Derby the last couple of years. That's the main thing, isn't it? So, handled themselves with the utmost integrity all the way through, haven't they? So, yeah, Owen Richard Keogh, again, he's got a few clubs behind. Only the 4 clubs, so a lot of them have done... there's been a lot of heavy lifting elsewhere. Did you say he was at Ipswich?
Yeah.
Of course he was. I feel like he went to... I was going to say Cardiff, but I think I'm making that up.
He was at Wycombe. I think he still might be at Wycombe.
So yeah, Derby was most of it. Started off at Cov. Then it was... it looks like a Burnley to me. Where's that? Oh no,
Huddersfield.
That was it. Yeah, and then whoever these clowns are. Blackpool. So you were wrong.
He was at Ipswich last season.
Well, this is Championship.
Yeah,
so
and they were in League One.
That was League
when
One.
they went up from League
so
One.
You are right.
Yeah,
so
I am
fine.
right.
But wrong
Thank
at the
you.
same time. Just bringing up useless fact. I'm over here dropping straight facts here about Richard Keogh, who was born on the 11th of August 1986 and is 1.88 metres tall, as it says on his Tinder profile. So I remember him being a bit of a battle-weary defender, like one of those ones puts his head in for anything, because that's why he never got out the Championship.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a good pick. I've gone for Sean St Ledger.
Oh, just because of the name.
He
had a big money move, didn't he?
Not sure. I mean, he was on Big Ron Manager as a youngster.
Was he?
And he was a bit of a... didn't paint himself in the best light when he was on Big Ron Manager.
What, he wasn't the best player?
I think he was a bit moany.
Bit moany?
Bit moany. I know. Born in England, represented the Republic of Ireland. By all accounts, a bit of a ladies' man. Fairly good at football. Yeah.
Those two sort of go hand in hand, don't they, really?
Yeah.
It does help out.
All I'm saying is, he's used to being in the nightclubs on one side of the decks. I've got Kuszcack on the other side of the decks. We've got
press and play.
We've got a great night out.
Yeah, but you've had to make it such a tragic little party that you've got to get your own DJ. Your own team members got to DJ it because nobody else wants to be around you.
He wanted to. It keeps the costs down.
Yeah, you're not paying for that, are you? So tell us more about Sean St Ledger.
I haven't got anything else to say about Sean St Ledger. Dark hair.
Yeah, again,
lovely
Tinder profile. Oh, I went with this one, yeah. So I've gone 2 in midfield.
I love the fact you've drawn them in position as well.
Yeah, I'm not I've done this properly. Don't be looking at my team.
You can see mine.
I'm not reading that shit. As we found out in previous weeks, you just make it up as you go anyway.
Whatever.
Just you trying to look professional, that's all. I've gone with Sean Derry.
2 defenders.
He's a midfielder, what are we on about?
Sean Derry.
You'll see why in a minute. He's the link between defence and attack for me.
Okay. Is he?
He's the fulcrum.
He's the fulcrum.
Yeah.
Go on.
Again,
why have you picked Sean Derry?
Just because...
Because he managed Cambridge. That's a fact for you.
440 appearances from old Shawnee.
That is good, to be fair. He was part of that QPR side, wasn't he?
Yeah, they were just in like purgatory and just stayed there for the whole time. He did get up, did play a few games in the Premier League. So
yeah, well, Warnock
thought they splashed the cash and mugged them all
said
off.
that eventually all of the big money signings that he made weren't doing the business, so he went back to the Championship players that got him up.
Yeah, I feel like someone like Sean is also...
Love the fact you're calling him by his first name, by the way.
Can't, mate.
Like he's your mate.
Why are you snatching a dream away? It's not too late. We can get him out. Who else is shouting out Sean Derry on a podcast? This is my
That's
point.
true.
You're over there trying to sell fucking
You don't have that
Thomas Kuszcack's mobile discos.
You don't.
What's Derry up to? Nothing.
You don't have that.
I'm trying to get him
don't
out.
have that on Have a Word, do you?
Yeah, he's not elite enough for them. They're too snobby for him. But yeah, Sean Derry. I just liked him. He's a bit of a grafter.
Fair play.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
And also, he's one of them players that I feel like he was 36 forever. I think he went grey quite quick. He just always had grey hair from what I remember. So he just always looked about 30. And then you're like, oh, Sean Derry's still playing.
Yeah.
And then you realise he was only 26. And I like that. And I think you can really tell with footballers after a while that a lot of them, now they're quite pampered and premed and they've got all this stuff.
Yeah.
But the old ones, they just, because they're outdoors, like builders, just weather beaten. Do you know what I mean? But they can go to MAGA at the end of the season. That's the only thing, isn't it? They can run up a hill here and there. Do you know what I mean? But they are just weather beaten. And then they've got to now this generation where it's just they don't look it at all, do they?
I think that's a great. Yeah. I thought it's a great analogy.
If
done, you.
If you lined up Sean Derry, professional footballers, and said, "Tell me which one's like," and then some other mixed-in people said, "Tell me who the roofer is," you'd go for Sean Derry.
Pick you first.
Yeah. Not knowing that Sean Derry did roof Loftus Park when he was Loftus Road when he was just out there absolutely dominating midfields in the Championship for 440 games.
Very good. I've gone for Giles Barnes.
Derby?
Yeah.
Derby, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he one of the great hype kind of thing and then it never really happened?
He was like one of those players that he was a bit like Sean Wright Phillips in a sense that he was always a wonder kid and he was like 28.
Yeah, Lingard. Do you see how quickly Lingard's career fell away when people realised he was 29? They were like, hang on a minute, I thought you had potential. You can fuck off, mate. You're done with you. Yeah, Giles, but I always remember he was about to get a big move.
Yeah.
Always.
For about 12 years, about to get a big move.
Yeah, and now he is because he's going to leave B&Q and go to home base.
He's carrying Kuszczak's equipment.
Yeah, someone's been knocking him up a little cupboard for him.
Yeah, I just thought
Sean Derry will knock it up for you.
He was considered one of the brightest prospects in English football during his time at Derby and forever.
Where did he go? Someone did pay money for him. It feels like a West Ham signing or something like that.
I want to say Burnley, but I may be wrong.
Someone paid money for him and you were like, oh, maybe. Get back on track kind of thing, and then never heard of him again.
Until one.
Wherever you are, Giles, I hope you're all right, mate. But yeah.
He might listen.
It's like you and Cherno Samba.
That's a good one. Moses Ashikodi, do you remember him?
Ashikodi, yeah, I liked him, yeah. Yeah, Makoko. Tonto Zola Makoko, I think his name was.
Unbelievable.
He was unbelievable, yeah. Drop him back, mate, in the hole. 40 a season, no doubt, mate, no doubt.
Who are you going for? Second
I've
midfielder
gone with someone
or first midfielder? Really, two at the back and a five-a-side.
Don't need him, mate. This is a Championship bowler, an absolute bowler. I've gone with Thomas Ince.
Yeah.
Thomas Ince, talk about unfulfilled promise.
He was meant to go to Inter Milan.
Yeah, he didn't though because he chose Blackpool. All right. Got confused. He thought it was PSG. He just saw it on the way in on the plane.
That's got to be one of the worst decisions anyone's ever made, surely. Because he could have gone to Inter Milan and he went to Blackpool.
Paul Ince got fired from Blackpool. Was it Blackpool? Yeah, no, it was because it was when he was at Blackpool that he was trying to get him a move because he ended up at Hull.
Yeah.
So he was trying to get
travels, boy.
He travels, boy. Oh, fucking here comes Hull down the motorway. But so contract was coming to an end at Blackpool. Started off at Liverpool Academy.
Yeah.
He was at Blackpool. Contract coming to an end, and they fired Paul Ince, who was the manager of Blackpool, because he'd sacked off his job to tout Thomas Ince around Europe, trying to get him a move, almost acting as his agent while he was supposed to be managing a football club. Like around deadline day.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, that was the story as to why they sacked Paul Ince, is what I read at the time. But yeah, Thomas Ince, I would say it's one of them ones that you do wonder how it would have gone if he'd have gone to Inter. And then the reality is he probably would have played a few reserve games and no one would have seen him, and he'd go on loan.
It would have been like the lad that won the Sky One tournament. Do you remember that? Football's Next Star.
Yeah, guys, loads like that, wasn't it?
He ended up at Welling.
Who was the other one? The one went from Tranmere to Bayern. Dale Jennings or something like that, his name was.
No
He was
idea.
16-year-old, went from like Tranmere to Bayern, and then like just nothing ever happened, but something like that. But yeah, Thomason's very much in that. In another one, 29-year-old wonder kid.
Oh yeah, he's still a wonder kid now.
Yeah, he's
in
been
his
everywhere.
30s.
I think he was at Derby, Stoke. Where's he at now? He's at somewhere like, is it Watford or something like that now?
I think he is at.
I can tell you on here.
He is a store manager at Sainsbury's.
He wishes. Team leader
of the night shift.
He's got to put the work in. He's not there yet. He's full of potential. Timekeeping's atrocious.
Paul's trying to get him a move to Tesco.
Paul keeps dropping him off late. That's the problem. Fuck off this thing. Yeah, I can't remember where he is now. I'm pretty sure it's like Watford or somewhere like that. But yeah, it's one of my. I couldn't. If I had to. Yeah, he's at Watford now. How old is he? 32. I would never have guessed he was 32. In my head, he's still about 24.
I mean, Tom Cleverley is currently interim manager at Watford, and I thought he was a wonder kid still.
You never watched him play then. Yeah, Tom Cleverley looked like someone who was like, someone let the kit man come and have a fuck about. Like, do you know what I mean? He looked like he never really did it. But yeah, Thompson, he's had so many clubs. What was his Watford, Reading before that, Stoke, I think that's Luton. It was obviously loan, Derby, Forest, Blackpool. That's when, before records began, that's just Championship. Obviously, he's had a few doubles in the Premier League. Inter Milan, they wish they got him, but they didn't in the end. Yeah, I'm going for it. I still think he can fulfil his potential at 32.
You know, and if he doesn't, there's always space in the mobile disco game.
Well, we don't know. Thomas has got it sewn up with you over here doing free advertising.
Okay.
What do you reckon? Because normally it's a pun on someone's name. What's Thomas Kuszczak's DJ come? Kuszcack karaoke.
Kuszcack karaoke. Ooh.
I mean, not
A
many.
lot of dead air.
Yeah.
A lot of dead air.
Yeah, well, you're trying to come up with a pun that involves Kuszcack.
Yeah, you really put me on the spot. Could do it, Thomas.
It's very formal.
I would say Kuszcack. Come on, it's got to be
I'm
something.
going to go. If Thomas Ince is going DJing, I reckon, given his connection with Paul and how close he is, and the fact he like tries to make money off his son, I reckon they do it together, and it's Ince by Ince DJing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. They'd be like the Walshes, wouldn't they? And or the Kemps. See a lot of that now, don't you? Just father and son combinations on the television. Like the Inces could get that sewn up. Easy.
I'd be buzzing for that. Yeah. I sat and tried to watch the Gladiators remake with Bradley Walsh and his son, who's just like, I can't believe I'm here. And we're like, none of us can, mate. None of us can.
Sure, but also, if you've just done one of the challenges in the Gladiators and Bradley Walsh is critiquing you, would you not be like, shut up, mate?
The father-son thing's weird, and it was the other ones, the Kemps. And you said about the Kemps.
The Kemps, yeah.
Although the lad's gone off and done his own thing, and actually I saw them on like Celebrity Gogglebox, and I just couldn't help thinking nothing. What's the boy called? Roman Kemp. I couldn't help thinking, like, even this now, he's in his early 20s. You bring your missus back, and she's going to want to bang your dad. Like, you couldn't take a girl home, could you?
He's a good-looking guy, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas, like, there's nothing wrong with his son, but like Martin Kemp is still a very handsome man. Like, I think he's more. I've never thought he was a handsome man. I saw him on this, and I was like, he is a very handsome man. And Dion Dublin told me his cock's massive.
Never seen you get lost in your own thoughts before. It's very nice.
I'm not lost, mate. I am found.
Okay, so you've gone for
Thomas
Ince.
Thomas Ince.
Thomas, okay.
He's 32 now. He's not a child anymore.
I'm going to change.
This is like you. You're a wonder kid. But what are you, like 29 now?
Yeah. I showed a lot of
17.
potential.
You're the wonder kid of fucking comedy.
I'm the
Still got a lot
Sean
of
Wright
potential.
Phillips
10 years
of comedy.
in. Charles Barnes.
I did take a very long break, so that's
So
fine.
did Charles Barnes.
So did Richard Keogh, all right? I'm actually going to change tact from what I've already picked.
Oh, you can't compete
I can.
with me.
I can. I'm going to go for Rowan Vine.
Rowan Vine. Was it Luton?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Luton, QPR, Birmingham.
Yeah. He was a goal scorer.
Colchester. Yeah, wide midfielder / striker. Scored a lot of goals. A lot of important goals for Luton. Yeah. But mainly known for being a character off pitch as well.
Yeah.
Stole a limousine in Vegas. Formed a boy band with some of his Birmingham City teammates. I believe it was
Kuszcack on the decks. DJ Kuszcack.
We the best.
We mid-table.
It was actually Rowan Vine,
Yeah.
Gary McSheffrey,
Yeah.
Cameron Jerome, and Neil Dans. And they were called Two Tone.
Bit racist.
Yeah, the reasoning for it was that two of them could hit the high notes and two of them could hit the low notes.
Yeah, I bet it fucking
I'm
was.
not convinced, but yeah,
it's a tough pitch.
Yeah, nicked a limousine in Vegas.
I do feel like Championship players, I know they earn a good living, but Vegas can make or break you. I reckon he was 4 days into a bender and was like, I need to take on a bit of work here, and got caught driving a limo and then just was like, I'm so wacky.
Kenny was fuming.
Yeah, I'm so wacky. I've nicked it.
Also a great player. Had him at Colchester when he was just starting out on loan.
Yeah.
He was really good.
His name
Scored a hat-trick against Coventry in the Cup.
It's one of the names I remember sort of seeing with. I'm more associated with Luton, but scoring lots of goals there.
They had the big Liverpool game, didn't they?
Right.
They beat Liverpool, didn't they? Was it 5-2, 5-3, something like that?
I don't think they won. Was it because Alonso scored from the halfway line or something like that?
Yeah. Mike Newell was manager.
Yeah.
The manager, not the comedian.
Do you ever hear about Mike Newell with... he had a deal that any player he sold, he got 10% of the transfer fee.
Good business.
Yeah, not for Luton. Obviously, they ended up getting on their arse and disappeared for many a year.
Now, but
fair play now.
Yeah, Rowan Vine.
Yeah, good pick, mate. Good pick. I like that. Well, you got are you playing him out wide and you're going with another striker, aren't you?
Yeah, I've gone flair with him and Giles Barnes. I've got potential.
Oh yeah, remember now. I've gone for striker. I've gone with the 100% man, the 1-in-1.
David Nugent.
Yeah.
The Ipswich killer.
The Ipswich killer.
I shouldn't say that, should I?
Well, what happened to Ipswich? Was he a lorry driver before he started?
That's not what I meant. Yeah, always used to score against Ipswich.
Is that what it was?
Do you know who his goal was against for England?
Oh, no. It was
now I've said it.
Croatia.
No. Now I've said it, I'm not fully confident I'm right, but I think it was Albania.
Yeah, it's one of those ones, wasn't it? The mere fact he got on the pitch would suggest it was one of those.
But Jermaine Defoe had rounded the keeper.
Oh, yeah, no, but yeah, it was the sweatiest little goal you've ever seen.
You'd do it, though, in a heartbeat, wouldn't you?
Well, he was right to do it because he never got anywhere near that squad again. So it did what it needed to do, didn't it? Yeah, it's going to be a Sven. And he was dishing them out, wasn't he? I reckon he was on a bonus for him as well.
Yeah,
bloody find
he was
him
on
now.
something.
Nugent, where are you? Trying to see his goal record. Yeah,
1-in-1.
I mean, for England, yeah. As in, I don't know about sweaty little championship goals, but as a here we go. As a international striker, he was unrivaled.
Unrivaled.
Better record than Ronaldo, percentage-wise. I mean, it's important you drop that bit in.
Percentage-wise.
And it's yeah. So finished up at Preston. Yeah, he's been all over the fucking place, to be honest. I can't see how many goals he scored because I'm in the wrong screen. But lots of goals, lots of appearances. He did have how many? So I worked out with mine. He had 415 appearances in the Championship. My team have got over 2,200 Championship appearances. You cannot buy that experience, and you cannot get sold to the Premier League with that experience. You just stay in the Championship.
It's a steady wage.
Yeah, steady wage.
I've gone for a striker. I've gone for a very prominent striker. Banged in loads of goals at the Championship level. He's Welsh.
Oh.
He is the only player to have scored a hat-trick in every professional league in England, from the Premier League down to League Two, as well as in the FA Cup and League Cup. He is a philosopher. He is a goal scorer. He is a genius. Mr. Robert Earnshaw.
Ernie, that is a great shout, yeah. Kind of forget about him.
One of the greatest right foots, left foot, head in the game, but also one of the greatest minds. And I want to introduce a little bit of a game because he became quite popular for some of his tweets on X.
I'm excited to hear
So we're going to play a game, basically Earnshaw or not Earnshaw. I'm going to read you five.
It's not the catchiest title. We'll work on it.
Yeah, I know. Again, you throw me on the spot today.
With a game you devised and came up with. Yeah,
I'm going to give you 5 tweets, and basically you've got to say whether Earnshaw tweeted it or not.
Yeah.
They have all been tweets from celebrities, but only a handful of them are from Robert Earnshaw.
Right, let's do this.
Did I explain that?
Yeah, he either said it or he didn't, but
yeah.
I've got to guess who said what.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not on Twitter and I've never seen anything he's written. I don't think I've ever heard
X now.
I don't think I've ever heard him speak. So
he's Welsh, by the way. I'm not going to do the accent.
Well, let's be honest. If we start picking at who's Welsh or Irish in these international teams, it's all going to fall apart pretty quick.
Fully Welsh.
Right, come on in, Ernie.
So, humans are the only species to pay to live on the planet.
I want that to be him. I'm going to go Ernie.
It was Robert Earnshaw.
Oh, fuck it. I feel like I'm a better person just knowing that he tweets.
Embrace your uniqueness. It's what sets you apart and makes you shine in a world full of conformity.
That's not him. That's someone trying to sell shampoo or something.
You're correct. It wasn't Robert Earnshaw. It was, in fact, Joey Essex.
It was trying to be too insightful.
Okay. What if when they... Sorry, I'll start again. What if when you die, they ask you, how was heaven?
Nah, he had such a strong start, it can't be Ernie. I'm not having Ernie.
It was Robert Earnshaw.
You've let yourself down, mate.
Okay. I feel sorry for Monday. Everyone seems to hate it more and more every week. It's not Monday's fault.
He's a footballer. He must hate Mondays as well.
I think you're getting footballers confused with Garfield.
He qualified for Wales as well with his grandmother.
And Ireland's ginger. So.
Nah, that's not Ernie.
That was Robert Earnshaw.
No.
Okay, final one.
I think the first one was a fluke. This is like the one that's gone off his art. This is a David Nugent scoring statistic, his first tweet. He's sounding relatively smart and clever.
This is header in the ball too many times, mate. Okay, final one. Be kind, be genuine, and always stay true to yourself. Authenticity is the key to living a fulfilling life.
Nah, I reckon that's Gemma Collins or something.
He's saying not Robert Earnshaw?
It's not Robert Earnshaw.
It wasn't Robert Earnshaw. It was, in fact, Kerry Katona.
Yes, fucking same difference, isn't it? It's just a northern version, isn't it? They're all the same.
Okay, not bad. What do you think of them? Inspired?
Yeah, inspired to not watch reality TV.
Yeah.
Or listen to Robert Earnshaw commentate
anyway.
Accounts. I don't mean I'm missing out massively on what's going on out there, but
turn it back.
Is this what Elon Musk spent all these billions on, just so people can do that?
Yeah, so he could cultivate great minds.
Yeah, I can see. Well,
big old head, big old mind.
Obviously, going to be an uprising with Earnshaw and Katona at the front. Now that's a five-a-side, mate. Let's get these.
Okay, those are the teams. Just run through your team again.
Okay, so I had Lee Camp in goal, 524 appearances. Richard Keogh in defence. Sean Derry, Thomas Ince, and David Nugent, and like I say, over 2,200 appearances in the Championship. No more, no less.
I've gone for Thomas Kuszcack, Sean St Ledger, Giles Barnes, Rowan Vine, and Robert Earnshaw. I think my team's better. You think my team's better.
I just think...
You think my team's better.
I've hammered you every week so far, so this is the first time.
the Unlikely Five-A-Side podcast. Anything you want to say before we go?
DJ Kuszcack.
We the sick.
Oh, do you know what? I know what happened last time. Manifesting positive vibes to the universe. Sold my rhyme machine.
Have you?
Yeah.
Me too.
This is a man with cash.
Was it?
Yeah.
Good looking man?
I don't know. It was funny. He liked the sales pitch because he came round. He was like, and like, talk about brand new. It was fucking look brand new, mate. That's it. He came and had a look at it, and he was trying to knock me down on the price. And I was like, "Look, this double it works as a clothes horse. It stays all the rest of it." And he took it. So yeah, and he hadn't even put that episode out yet. So sorry, anybody who's seen it on the comments, there'll be thousands of people trying to buy my rhyme machine, but it did sell before the episode even come out. So I can only apologise. But yeah.
Don't worry, he's going to sell a kettlebell soon. So.
That's evidence. That's still in there. You know, my brother-in-law's got a bit of money. I'm trying to get my money back. I'm trying to sue NHS. I'm only going for like 20 grand damages. It would just cover my parking while I was at A&E. So yeah, that's what it is. So
okay,
yeah, cool. I'm probably going to hand you that one because it's just because I feel sorry for Giles Barnes. It's good for him to get out, isn't it? Get a bit of fresh air. Thomas Kuszcack is at a party this weekend. St Ledger is all over all the mums, from what you've said.
Yeah.
And then who you got up front again? Oh yeah, Ryan Vine is just fucking just stealing taxis now because he's not in Vegas at the moment. So yeah, that's what he says anyway when they see him, and he's just a taxi driver now. What are you doing there? Oh, I'm a madman. I've stolen it. Why is that your license in the front? Look at that! I'm fucking crazy.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.